I know I can be what I wanna be. If I work hard at it, I'll be where I wanna be.
What a wonderful world.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a super chatty, super in-depth, super deep and personal get ready with me video, and I'm basically just creating this look here because I'm getting ready for a photo shoot. As you can see my background, I have an Arabian Nights kind of theme going on back there because my birthday is in 2 days and I want to have birthday pictures, and also because, well, you'll find out in this video. But if you're interested in that, please keep on watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and hit the like on this video because you will like it. And that's it. Let's go ahead and get started. I don't really know how I want to do my makeup just yet, because I feel like I have to do it a certain way to go with the theme. But I don't know, we're just gonna wing it. And if you're wondering where I got the idea for this theme, well, there's a story. So last year was my 24th birthday, and I planned out a whole birthday party for myself. I was like, this is the year that I'm gonna throw a party. I'm gonna invite all my closest friends, my cousins, and family and whatnot. So, of course, I wanted to make it like a themed birthday party and even have like the guests dress up. And so I searched and I searched and I searched and I searched for themes, and I finally came down to like an Arabian Nights birthday party theme. So then once I had my mind set on that, I started pinning a whole bunch of pins on a Pinterest board, putting together all my party ideas. I like called and rented out chairs and tables. I got some like tarps, carpas from friends and family. I ordered a cake, a beautiful cake. It was so pretty. It was beautiful and it was pricey. And I pretty much invested every single penny I had into this party. I even went to LA and bought a whole bunch of things, like from the callejones to decorate, and like all these drapes and stuff. I got all of this in LA. I had a whole plan. So I basically invited all my friends, invited everybody who I wanted to invite, and I had a room full of things to decorate with. I had people coming over with the tables and all of that. I had already bought all the alcohol. I had bought so many things. I invested so much money in this party. And I invited everybody. I told everybody they had to dress up. Everybody bought their themed outfits. Like they had like their like Arabian Night skirts and like little the little dangly coins that hang around you like in Zumba class. Everybody was ready for the party. Oh, by the way, I handmade my own dress for this party too. I made myself a dress. You guys are gonna see it in the photo shoot if you haven't already. And I was super excited for my birthday party. So the day of my birthday party finally comes. I'm cleaning the backyard and stuff, and I'm barely about to start doing my makeup. I remember I was about to start doing my makeup and start getting ready because I wanted to be ready on time. And what happened is I started getting a horrible pain on the side, on my side, and I just remember it was getting so badly intense. And I just remember I ended up like on the ground holding myself because it hurt so bad, and I was just like, God, please not today, please not today, it's my birthday party. But yeah, that didn't work. I just my pain intensified like by 10, and I ended up having to call my husband to take me to the hospital. So I ended up in the hospital and I'm basically dying. It was such a horror story. I was literally throwing up like I don't even know what, because I had already thrown up all the acid I could, and I was throwing up from the pain. Like the pain makes your body throw up for some reason because it's so intense. And I remember like everything hurt inside from throwing up because there was nothing to throw up. But that pain was still a little bit more tolerable than the pain I had on my side. So I remember just like throwing up to make my body kind of forget about the side pain and only think about that pain. It was that intense. So we're in there forever, and they have me like in the waiting room forever with the rest of the people. Even like the other people there waiting were worried for me. I remember some guy was like telling Josh, my husband, like, no, like she does not look okay, because I was busting a scene. Like I cannot be that person to bust a scene, but when I was in that pain, it just took over me. It literally took over me. Long story short, I finally made it in to see a doctor. Actually, I remember I was in a hallway. Oh wait, no, that was the first time I was in the hospital. No, or not the first, but last time I was in the hospital. So I finally got a room or whatever. They plugged me into an IV. Immediately I started feeling better. I don't know why that always like immediately, instantly makes me feel better. And eventually they finally diagnosed whatever the hell I had, and it was a freaking kidney stone. I had a kidney stone. Well, that's what they said. They said that I had traces of it in my system, so that in the time that I was right there dying in the emergency room, what was going on is that I was passing a kidney stone. So yeah, I had to cancel my party. Well, like I had my husband call and cancel everybody before I even found out what was wrong with me, because I figured I was gonna be in the hospital the rest of the day. But I just remember like being so heartbroken about my party. I was heartbroken about it probably for like the entire year. It was really sad, and it really sucked. I had it really planned out, but some things are just not meant to happen. And yeah, that night I came back home. I think it was that same night I ended up coming back home like really late. And then my cousin and my friend Carla and Alice, shout out to you girls, shout out, major shout out. They came over to my house to see me that night, to see how I was doing, how I was feeling. They brought me little gifts and like a little cupcake thing, or like it was like a baby cake. It was so cute. And I really like, they made me feel really good that night for like showing up and like still showing love, even though my party did not happen. And then yeah, that was like a full-on story time. So the next day I invited my friends over and we just ate cake and they played a little beer pong, and basically I was like super pale and like super sick. And that was my birthday last year. So sad. Literally everybody in my family was sad. I was gonna have it at my parents' house, and I had asked my parents for permission to have a party at their house, and my mom said yes. My dad, he was just my dad, and it was gonna happen, and then it didn't happen. And then when I told like my mom, or I told my sister, or anybody I would tell, or anybody who knew about it, everybody was sad for me. Everybody was sad for me. So basically I still have everything for the party. So I was like, why don't I do a birthday photo shoot for myself? Like everybody does birthday photo shoots, especially lately. And I was like, you know what? I don't have anything planned for my birthday this year. Again. So I actually decided I was going to do a photo shoot for myself already like a week ago. But I had been searching for inspiration and ideas, like what theme should I go with? And then it hit me barely yesterday that I should go with the theme of what my party was going to be last year. Like I have literally a handmade dress. I have all these accessories and like backdrop-ish stuff and props. So yeah, that's what's happening today. But for now, I'm working on my makeup and I still have no idea which direction I want to go with it. I don't know if I want to do like a super thick winged liner how I like, or I don't know if I should do more like just like a smoked out like toffee eye with no eyeliner. But that's the story right now. You're all caught up. I'm also really excited to do this photo shoot because I'm basically directing it myself. I'm the model in the pictures and I'm taking the pictures, and yeah, it's like all my idea. So I'm really excited to see it come to life, and especially because of the creative direction part, because I've actually been saying since last year exactly, for sure, I've been saying that I would like to venture out into the creative director field because I've always loved putting a set together. Like, if I think back to even when I was like a younger kid, I really enjoyed photo shoots, and not that I ever had any like real photo shoots, not that I can think of, but I always was intrigued by like putting a whole like little set together to take pictures, like with the props, the backdrops, and of course I use things around the house and stuff. But I remember like thinking of like a little theme and like, oh, I want to make that like come to life, I want to like recreate that, or blah blah blah. And then like even last year I was having like a little bit of a bump with my career choice, and I was just stuck. I was like not feeling very fulfilled or satisfied. The money was coming in, but I was like, I need to search for something else. I'm not completely happy. I don't know if I'm explaining myself well. I don't know if anybody else has been in this situation where you're doing something you're good at it, but it's not like your calling in life. Like, you know there's more to you and you just don't know how to express it or how to bring it out. And basically that's what was happening with me last year. And I wrote about it, and then like life kind of just happened, and I didn't really venture out into the creative director part still. I kind of just went with life and went with the flow, and now it's a year later and I'm feeling the same way. Like, I want to venture towards like the creative part of photo shoots. Like, when I was in beauty school, after I graduated beauty school, when I was just doing hair and makeup as a job or like as my own business, I was always finding an excuse to do photo shoots. Like, I've always been intrigued by it. And I'm barely just now realizing that there's been all these traces and like moments in my life where I've wanted to venture out in that direction. And I think right now is actually a really great time for me to do that and like play around with photography, because to be honest, I need to hurry up. No, I was gonna say, because to be honest, last week I had a little bit of a mental breakdown because I am gonna be 25, and let me tell you, that quarter life crisis hit me hard. I had been feeling so extremely lost and confused with myself, with my career, with what path or what direction I want to go in next. I'm a very creative person, and I kind of just don't fit into America's rat race of like how everybody just goes to work all day, comes home tired, exhausted, and it kind of just repeats every day, and then your bills are getting paid, so that's why you're living to pay your bills. Like, I cannot deal with that. I need my freedom. I need my days off for like vacation, for family. I need a creative outlet. Like, that's like major. I need a creative outlet. I need to be able to be creative. I need to be able to do different things. My days need to be different. I don't know. I just need a different type of job than like average American person, I guess. So I feel like if I venture out into like the photo shoot type of career, I'm talking like crazy right now. I'm just throwing words at you guys. I'm so sorry. But I hope I'm making some sense. I had like a quarter life crisis. I have been in this quarter life crisis for months now, for probably an entire year, because like I said, I wrote about this last year, and it's a year and a month later, and I'm looking back at that like entry or post or whatever, and I'm like, wow, I still feel this way. I just forgot about that feeling. I like pushed it so far back to where I didn't feel that anymore, and I kind of just went with life. But here I am again a year later, and if I don't act on it, I'm gonna be in this sad mental place a year from now, 5 years from now, 10, 20 years from now, and I'm still gonna be like, whoa, I never just like played around with photography or just kind of like ventured out that way. And like, I don't know how much of a photographer I want to be honest, but I know I love to be the creative director in photo shoots, because when I host my own photo shoots or I put together events or I do things, I'm always thinking as far as the theme and the props and the backdrop and stuff like that. So I know I love that aspect of it. So, but right now I'm like a one-man team. A one person. Like I don't have a team. So I need to do the photography, the modeling, and the props and all that stuff. So basically, I am doing it for myself, and it's just kind of like a little hobby for me right now. But real quick, to catch you guys up on my makeup, even though this is not a tutorial, I've just been taking a light kind of brown shade. I didn't even prime today because I did this last time and it worked, so I'm just gonna do it again. I just like used like a light brown shade all over my eye, and then I took like a slightly more caramel and put it in the crease and kind of just blend it. I'm kind of just like blending from like corner to corner all over my eye. Basically, I'm gonna clean up at the end though. But that's what's going on. And then I'm going to take one of these shimmers here, probably this one. This is all Morphe, by the way. And I'll put the palette names in the description. And I'm just going to put that on my eye. Well, I don't know what I was talking about, but I am going to play around with photo shoots and basically creative direction. And just kind of see where I can go with it, because there's just so many things that would make sense if creative direction ends up being like my thing. Like even in January, like in the new year of this year, I created a vision board. I don't know how to talk. I created a vision board at the beginning of this year. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically when you put together all the things like you want to envision in your life, things that you're hoping will happen this year, and you kind of just put pictures. You can either like make one online, make one on a computer and print it out, or you can do it like the old school way, which is my favorite, and it's what I did this year, which was just like cut things out of magazines and then glue them all together onto one poster board. And then yeah, you pretty much just want to like manifest what you have on that board. Like, this is gonna be me this year. I'm going to get this dog. I'm going to do this. And yeah, so I made a vision board for myself and my goals this year, and so far it's actually looking pretty good, like in comparison to like true life and like the poster. There's a few things on there that are kind of already like lining up and going in the right direction and matching up from my reality and from the poster board. And there's some things that I put on there that I wrote or like I envisioned implementing into my videos, which I do want to do also, but that would make so much sense towards my interest in creative direction. I don't know if that makes sense, but there's like pictures on there that I'm like, I want to be like super, like the videos I make, I want them to be like super produced, like super backdrops and all kinds of things. So my makeup today is very amateur, very like beginner, honestly. But I've noticed in like these type of photo shoots, it works well. So we're doing a little of this and a little bit of that. I don't think I'm gonna do liner, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of like a darker shadow by the lash line and just kind of like smoke it out so that there's something there. I don't know, basically I'm just really excited to play around with this photo shoot and the photo shoots to come. I'll be posting them to my Instagram also, so if you guys are curious, you can check out what I'm up to on my Instagram. But yeah, I'm really excited because for the last couple weeks I was like, what do I do with my life now? I kind of need a new career, and that's something that I've been thinking for a while, but I didn't say out loud just yet because I didn't know how to feel about it, and I was afraid. I was honestly afraid. But now I've said it, and it's time to act and change careers. That's basically what I was getting at with all the words that I've been saying. I need to change careers, and I have been lost. I have been so lost, like breaking point lost for a while now. And I'm really happy because I sat down and thought about what direction do I go next, and I ended up coming up with creative direction. And I'm so happy because even if this isn't for me, I love to play around with new things and new experiments and new projects. So this is gonna be my new kind of hobby thing. And I've also been like super into Depop lately, but lately I've been doing it like religiously, not religiously, but I've been dedicated to my Depop lately. And it's doing good. I'm making sales, so I have some money income, and I plan to make it even better. I know I need to post way more and stuff to make more sales, but I'm going to do it. And meanwhile, that's gonna be paying my bills at least, because bills still need to be paid. And that's the thing with being creative and being lost, is that sometimes the thing that you want to do and be dedicated into and fully wrapped around is not exactly a good source of income just yet. Yeah, so like you want to be creative, but then you have also this like load on your shoulders that's like, okay, yeah, you want to be creative, but who's gonna pay your bills? I don't know if you guys feel this way or have ever felt this kind of lost of like, I want to be creative, I don't want a 9-to-5 job, and I know I'm better than this, and I know I'm destined for more, and I'm lost as hell. If you've ever felt that way, comment down below. Please tell me your story, because sometimes I just get lost in the mix. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing around over here. Once I put my lashes on, it's all gonna look good. Okay, you know what? Actually, I am gonna put my lashes on, and then we'll move on to my base. Sorry, this video is gonna be super long. Okay, so I have my lashes on, and I don't know which lashes these are. I got them when I was in New York, which reminds me I need to edit that vlog. I know. I'm going to edit it real soon. Anyway, I also primed my face with this guy, and I am going to use this makeup today. So basically what I've been saying in summary is that I have been lost and confused, and I have been feeling like I need to make a move, like there's something that I need to act on. I need to get a different, like I need to put myself into a new job. I feel like I haven't been working to my fullest potential as of lately, and I've also been wondering like, okay, well, which direction do I want to go though, because bills still need to be paid. And finally I've decided that I will be using Depop to pay my bills, because I do really like Depop, and it also allows me to have the freedom to basically have my own schedule. But so the direction that I'm going to take is I am going to play around with creative direction as far as like photo shoots. These are all going to be like self photo shoots, by the way. It's all like self portraits and like basically just pictures of me just for fun because I really enjoy it and because why not? I'm going to experiment with something new and kind of just see what happens. It's funny because I'm talking about it like I'm gonna make it my career, but most of these things just turn into hobbies for me. It's just like I need to try something new. Like I'm eager to try something new and creative. I must have a creative outlet. Like I can't live without creativity. And I think I have a plan right now, so it feels good. If you are currently lost and confused and don't know which direction to go, I highly recommend that you get yourself a journal and you write your feelings. Because I have a journal and I write my feelings most of the time. I try to write every night, and I know I'm not good at writing every single night, but the nights that I have wrote in my journal are very, very helpful because sometimes you forget about how you feel about certain things and you keep doing those things and you keep doing those things and days go by and all of a sudden you like are depressed. At least that's me. And so what was happening to me is like I wasn't happy. All of a sudden I wouldn't be happy with like my life. Not my life, but like like my life, I guess, but like me personally, I wasn't satisfied with myself. I was like, I need more, but I didn't know it. It's so confusing, but when you write your feelings out, it's so helpful to be able to see everything, because sometimes you're feeling things and there's so many emotions and things going through your head, but it's so much to like grasp all of it and like think and solve it out. So when you write it out, you actually have it down and you can like look at it and be like, oh, okay, so that day when I did that one thing, it was a bad day, or when I didn't do that one thing, it was a good day. I don't know, stuff like that. Hopefully that makes sense. But if you feel lost right now, just write all your feelings, write everything you wish you had, all your life goals, write everything down, because it is extremely helpful to be able to see it out like this and to connect things together and to basically solve problems. It's really, really helpful. I just really recommend it. And also you guys are going to be able to kind of be on this journey with me, because you can see how I feel about this creative direction thing. Maybe it turns out it wasn't the thing for me, which is very likely, but maybe it turns out that it is, and maybe I end up somewhere where I want to be. I know I can be what I want to be. If I work hard at it, I'll be where I want to be. By the way, I'm using this concealer, this one. So right now I'm using the CoverGirl powder because I ran out of my regular translucent powder, which is the Mary Kay one, or at least the Kat Von D one. But that's what I have right now, so I'm just going to use that. So to contour, I'm going to use the Chikathon Hoola. Honestly, you guys, before like the last couple days, I had been like really, really down. I'm going to be real honest, like even in New York, where I was having so much fun and like I've always wanted to go to New York, I had moments where I was just like numb, and inside I was just like stressing, like what is my next move? Like not in those exact words, because at the moment you don't even know that it's like a move that you're trying to make. It's just like something doesn't feel right and you're like unhappy about it, like something is just not right. I was talking to my husband about it and he kind of like made me see things in a different perspective. So I also recommend talking to other people, because keeping it to yourself is not healthy, trust me. And you might be scared to even say it out loud, or even be like, this is not for me. Well, maybe you're not, but I was, for some reason I was afraid to accept that like I wanted more than just like hairstyling and makeup, because if you don't know, I'm a cosmetologist. I do hair and makeup, and which I love, but I want more. Like, I don't want that to be like my, like, that's not the hobby. That's not the job that I see myself doing for the rest of my life, basically. And for some reason, I was scared to accept that. And I kind of hid away for a long time. And now I'm just like, okay, full disclosure. I'm ready for another move. And if you are lost or confused, I'm hoping that you stick around and kind of just follow my journey, because I will be updating on this channel. And you guys will see me probably fail a couple times, but get back up and keep moving. You gotta risk it to get the biscuit. I also really recommend reading, you guys. I know it sounds boring, but there is some really great knowledge in books, and knowledge is power, man. It really is. Right now I'm reading a book on productivity. I don't remember the exact name of it, but I'll put it down below, the name of it. It's a really good book. It's a really good book. It just kind of like, it spoke to me, because I was like, I'm a really hardworking person, but why am I not being productive? And every day I have a to-do list that's as long as a freaking grocery list. And I tell myself every night before I go to bed, tomorrow you're gonna get this done. And if you're not, then blah blah blah. And then the next day I still feel super unproductive. And basically it helps you prioritize your tasks based on value, basically based on not so much on how much, also on how much it matters to you and which matters more, but in a sense of like which one is more valuable towards your work or your end goal. And I don't know, it's a really great book. And I haven't finished it, but I'm hoping to finish it real soon. And I also have another book that I just recently bought. It's called I also forgot that name, but I'll list it down below. And I barely started that one, but it also seems like it's gonna be a good one. There's a lot of books. You can go to a bookstore and find books on anything. I need to hurry up. This video is super long, and my contour on my nose is super intense, but I kind of need it to be for the pictures, but I'll probably soften it right now. Alright guys, this is basically the completed look. It's a little bit lighter on camera around like the cheeks and stuff, but it's pretty bronzy in real life, and I'm pretty satisfied. And I know once I get like my outfit on and everything, I'm really gonna like my birthday pictures. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was very long and very chatty, and I'm really sorry about that, but hopefully, like, if you're lost, hopefully you found a connection here, because you're not alone. And it's like, I swear, like, what would go through my head was like, oh my god, it's literally like in the movies, like quarter life crisis. Like, what the hell am I going through? Maybe I am alone. No, there's no way I can be alone. Like, there's more people out there. And if you feel this way, I hope you find your way. I hope people that feel this way find their way over onto this channel, so that you can see kind of what's gonna happen in my life, see what direction I go in, and just keep up with me and talk to me if you feel this way, if you have felt this way before and you got out of it, or you found yourself, you completed your soul searching mission. Comment down below. Any input, comments, they're all welcome down below. Let's have conversations about feeling lost, no matter how old or what stage in your life you're in. Let's talk about it. Let's be friends. Let's help each other out. Let's boost each other's confidence, motivation, all that. Let's talk about good books. I don't know. Let's just talk down below. Comment below. And if you did like this video, please hit the thumbs up. And if you aren't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on your post notifications. And I think that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.